For the last 125 years, RMIT has been collecting art for the RMIT Art Collection. We've just taken a big step forward into the 21st century and we've placed the RMIT collection online. This is really a natural progression. RMIT is a university of technology and we've wanted to make the whole collection accessible in an intuitive, simple, easy to use website for a global audience. It's a fantastic, esoteric, interesting collection.
We also wanted the collection to reflect and tell the story of our extraordinary history. So the collection is very strongly historical, revealing plenty about some of the major players and a vast array of fabulous younger artists. So it's a collection that serves some very interesting purposes. You can research it, you can just simply look at it to enjoy it. It tells you a lot about the history of Australian art, and it also tells you something about an institution that has been a major player in the education of artists and designers.
So in my role as collection coordinator here at RMIT Gallery, I've been cataloguing the collection for the past 4 years.
The collection shows and records the history of the university through the creative output of its staff and alumni, and a primary focus is a commitment to quality and innovation in art practice.
There is approximately 1,500 pieces in the RMIT Art Collection, pieces of fine art, gold and silversmithing, ceramics, photography, a whole wide range of things. And what I've been essentially doing is taking very limited records because a proper audit of the entire collection hasn't been done for the last 125 years really. And moving from these very limited records to a full comprehensive understanding of the collection.
Now, being RMIT, we've been strategic and innovative. We've got a powerful search engine, thought through a range of themes that you can pursue. Literature, cityscapes, maths, science, geography, and of course the obvious photography, painting, figurative, abstraction, all of the things that you might want to readily pursue. But if you want to find more complex things, they're there for you as well.
It is not just simply a collection of images and artifacts, it is the sense-making that's gone into it that will bring it alive. The result is a fully searchable database displaying works from the RMIT Art Collection, enabling lecturers, professional staff, research students, and the global public access to our collection.
The collection is incredibly eclectic. We have a wide range of items, ranging from the late 19th century right up to the present day. In its early years, the university has been collecting works of sculpture and very traditional landscapes, but also some fantastic paintings by people like Rupert Bunny and Hugh Ramsay. And we've really expanded on that over the decades. Through the 50s through to the 1980s, we've been collecting some of the great works of Australian modernism by people like John Brack, John Olsen, Tate Adams, Inga King, Dinkus Germantis. The list goes on. It's a wide and extensive range, really reflecting RMIT's contribution to the art scene in Melbourne and in Australia.
The work, as I've said a few times, undertaken by John, under the direction of Suzanne, our beloved gallery director and chair. And to quote Suzanne herself, "A university can afford to explore areas that other major galleries do not necessarily have the time to develop, including new media works about environment, social justice, areas of new research and technologies such as 3D prototyping." And I'd like to think that's why universities are so critical to our communities. We are prepared to challenge in ways that others aren't prepared to challenge. We are prepared to explore in ways that others are not prepared to explore. And we're willing to exhibit things that others are not willing to exhibit. And I think this is a wonderful example of that.
I'm particularly excited about the fact that we, through the creative side of this institution, are telling the history of what has been an amazing institution, but is so diverse that it's hard to pull together. And it just seems to me so right that it should be the arts that tell that important story.
Now, not only is this full detailed records that people can use for research and to put together exhibitions or just for their own personal enjoyment, but detailed imagery in high resolution images, allowing people to really get a sense of the works, really making them accessible for an audience that is very likely unfamiliar with the collection as it stands to the present day.